Hello, welcome back to another video. My name is Alizaya and I'm your favorite black transsexual. Get up into the big purr, whatever. I'm back. How y'all doing, girl? You already know what it's supposed to be, Gabe, girl. Guess what? Boom shakalaka, I am back with some videos, girl. So you already know what to do. Brace yourselves. Today's video is another story time. Y'all, I am back and I am better than ever, girl, on the big purr. Before we get to today's video, girl, because I know you guys see in the title and y'all might be like, girl, what are we finna get into today, girl? I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe because you will never find another black transsexual like me. Hello. I'm beautiful, you're beautiful. Get up into the big purr, whatever. Go ahead and lock in on myself. Y'all, so guess what, y'all? I'm gonna be telling y'all the story time of, my first party. Y'all, when I tell you, you already know, like, I'm the type of black trans woman where I live life on the edge. I live life to the fullest because you only live once. So you might as well experience life, the way that you want it, because, like, girl, you only live once. Stop sitting over here, saying, oh, I'm scared. But, girl, let's get into the tea, girl. You already know what it's about to be, Gabe. So y'all, back in the day or whatever, right, you already know I had my little friend group or whatever. It was just the little queens or whatever, the little sugarfoots or whatever, right? You already know what it's supposed to be, gave or whatever, right? And me and my friend groups, we're like, the rebels, girl. We like to go to parties. We like to pump up pass. We like to go. We like to do all the raunchy stuff, the nasty stuff. We like to be 304s, girl. This is like, when Megan, was still, hot. She's not saying that she's not hot, but like, girl, Megan was still in her hot girl era, and everybody wants to be a hot girl. Everybody wants to be a city girl. Everybody wants to pop their poom poom. And what did Alizaya do? She wanted to pop her poom poom too. So, girl, I did just that. So I saw, my city or whatever, right? They was hosting a little trail ride party or whatever. If you don't know what a trail ride is, I don't know how to explain it to you, girl. Just listen to the story time. But like, my city posted a little flyer talk about they have a little trail ride party. They want everybody to come show up and show out or whatever, right? Show up and show out. You already know this black transsexual is gonna have to turn up, right? So y'all, I ended up getting ready or whatever, right, to put on this dress or whatever, and I was getting ready for the party. So I had my little jean vest or whatever, girl. I had my little braids in. I was looking real fab, real scandalous, like, girl, I was 10 toes down getting ready for that party or whatever, right? And to be honest with you, y'all, I was kind of anxious because, like, this was like my first actual party outside of, like, a house party, because we had a couple like other parties we went to, but like this one was like where the hood boogers are, like, the thugs, and like, girl, this one guy I was crushing on, girl, he was at the party too. I was like, oh, I'm scared. So y'all, I had my little gay friend or whatever, we're gonna call him Roger or whatever, right? And I had another one, we're gonna call him Sloppy Body or whatever. That's the guy who I fought in that video or whatever. So listen to the story time or whatever, right? So I told Roger, I was like, hey, how we gonna get to this party or whatever, right? Because I was gonna go with him or whatever, right? Roger's like, oh, I'm gonna tell Sloppy Body, come pick us up and he gonna take us there or whatever, right? And I was like, okay, bet. So Bad Bill or Sloppy Body ended up coming and get us or whatever, right? And Sloppy Body, he loves playing that twerking music or whatever. He loves playing that, I was sitting at the bar when this will fire hot drinking over, girl. He loves playing Kicking Flavors or whatever, right? So, we playing Kicking Flavors or whatever, right? Every time there was a stoplight or whatever, right, we'll be sitting over here twerking at the red lights or whatever, be twerking on the car or whatever, right? And mind you, he was riding in a big body or whatever, right? He was riding in this black Chevy or whatever. It was like a 2020, I say 2022 car or whatever, right? Like, it was a brand new car, no tea, no shade. So, we finally get to the party or whatever, right? And so, mind you, y'all, I'm looking fabulous, girl. I got my slides on. I got my toes done. I got my nails done. Like, this is the first time, I've ever really went out, transitioned before to, like, a type of club, type of party type stuff. I'm living life to the fullest. You only live once, so, boom shakalaka. So, y'all, when I tell you one thing about it, two things for sure, y'all, me and my girls step up in the building or whatever, right? All eyes on us because, you know how it is when you're, like, gay or whatever, right? And everybody just, like, they never seen a gay person before. Like, literally, they give you those type of stares, girl. They were staring and I absolutely didn't care, girl. I'm here to, get, tipsy, and I'm here to go, get on that dance floor, girl. I'm that type of trans person or whatever, right? So, I'm in there or whatever, right? So, they didn't idea or whatever, right? Because it's like, it's that type of party or whatever, right? So, they're like, you're going to have to sit over here and go up or whatever, right? So I'm like, yes, come on, give me the little shot or whatever, right? So, I take my little first 2 shots or whatever. I'm like, oh my God, girl, this is not strong at all. Because, I'm the type of person, like, I just chug stuff. I don't really care what it is. I'm just going to chug it down or whatever, right? So, I was already 2 shots in or whatever, right? So then, they started playing that little, slow music or whatever, that little Aaliyah girl. I start, opening up. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then Roger at the time, he's sitting over here. He's like, yes, Alizé, yes, Alizé. No shade. When he was saying that, y'all, I was kind of a little creeped out because I'm like, girl, stop, like, stop. I'm not into you. Like, girl, get away. Like, and it's not the, like, no. So, I ended up seeing these one girls I knew from school or whatever, right? So, I go over there, I go to them, we, keep kidding and cackling. We like, yes, sister, yes, oh my God, period. And they like, you want a shot? I'm like, yes, girl, I want a shot. So, they pour it up, it's giving baddie, shot o'clock. So I ended up taking 2 more shots. So now I'm like 4 cups in. And mind you, these weren't no regular cups, y'all. Those are like the red cups. Those red styrofoam cups. Not styrofoam, like plastic cups or whatever, right? Those were those type of cups. So it was Hennessy, it was Patron, it was that other stuff, it was that other stuff, and it was that other stuff. And they also had a gasoline can or whatever, right? The gasoline can, it was mixed up with a bunch of like stuff, and it was juices and all that other stuff. So like, yeah, I was like, hold up, this is getting nice. And I ended up seeing that gasoline can. I was like, can I have a shot or whatever, right? Because I asked that dude, like, it was the host or whatever, right? It was like one of those hood boogers or whatever, right? He was like, yeah, you can have a shot. I'm like, yes, okay. So I ended up taking another shot or whatever. So I like 5 or 6 cups in. I'm like, yes, now I'm starting to actually feel it. But like, I'm the type of person at the time, I didn't know my limits. So I was like, I'm just going to take shot after shot after shot after shot. Because like, you only live once, let's, cut up or whatever, right? So it's starting to get real dark outside or whatever, right? And it's like 10 at night or whatever, right? And so, now I'm like really getting in the mood or whatever, right? So I ended up seeing these one girls or whatever, right? Don't know who they are. They're strangers. Never seen them after this video. I never seen them after this story time, right? But tell me why, I ended up, hanging out with them or whatever, right? And I ended up leaving my friend group. I didn't even notice that I left my friend group, but I ended up hanging out with them, right? They're like, oh my God, yes, queen, you're going to have to, shake some or whatever, yes. So, me, I wasn't the type of trans woman to like, start doing that type of stuff, but I was just so like, I felt so free. I felt so safe. I was like, you know what, bow, 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 bow. And y'all, they started playing Super Bad. So, my black transsexual self, if you don't know Super Bad, she's cuts up. They started playing, come here, brain that, ooh. Come here, brain that, ooh. Come here, ayy. Come here. So, girl, when they start playing that song, it was like, ayy, shake them bones, ayy. Shake them bones, ayy. Shake them bones, ayy. Child. Anyways, I was shaking my bones all across that floor or whatever, right? And all the dudes were staring at me. And some of them were walking, trying to, get away from me. I don't care, girl. I'm finna have a fun all this time. I don't really care if you don't like me, girl. I'm here for the tea. I'm here to, cut up, like, hello. So they was like, let's go take another shot or whatever, right? So we ended up taking some more shots or whatever, right? So now I'm like 8 or 9 cups in or whatever, right? And then I ended up meeting my other friends that I came in the party with, right? I ended up seeing them. I'm like, do you want to finish your cup? Because that cup was just sitting there. It was like full and they didn't even touch it, right? So I was like, can I have your cup or whatever? They let me have their cup, girl. So I took their cups. Now I'm like, 10 or 12 shots in. Like, I can't even keep count now. So after that or whatever, I was like, I'm really starting to feel it. Like, I'm really feeling it. Like, how it is when you, like, get on that type of level and you just start feeling so loose. Like, you just feel like, the world is beyond. Like, oh, my God, I was on that type of level, right? So, y'all, tell me why this dude, he comes up to me. He's like, you're so turned. I see you, you just all turned up. I'm like, oh, yes. Like, yes, you only live once, so you better have some fun or whatever, right? So me and him start kicking it or whatever, right? And so, we having the time of our life. We dancing and, it's all cool. No, I was not dancing on him. Don't you dare think I was dancing on him, girl. I know better, girl. I'm transgender, too. Oh, girl, no. I know how people are. They're going to be like, oh, my God, it's a gay boy. Da, da, da. I ain't got time for that, girl. And I'm black. In a black city, when I was around black people, oh girl, I know better. No, I bet not do that. So then, y'all, tell me why, y'all. You already know what this black transsexual is having to do, y'all. After that whole little situation, me dancing with that boy or whatever, right? I ended up leaving him or whatever, right? Because I wanted to get, a little more tipsy or whatever, right? So I ended up, taking some more shots or whatever, and they was telling me like, you came back a lot of times. I'm like, yes, you only live once, you gotta cut us. So then they was like, I like you. So now we, you know, turning up or whatever over there at the little bar area or whatever, right? So we turned up, right? So now I'm giving the whole shots, and I'm like, you know, yes, you take one, I'm passing them all around or whatever, right? So then they ended up passing me around or whatever, right? I don't know if y'all know that little tube or whatever, where you pour it in the tube or whatever, and then, you know, it comes down in the little tube, and then you keep going until you can't go no more. I was starting to do that, y'all, so I can't even keep now. Like, I'm like I'm up. So now, y'all, tell me why, you know, I ended up seeing my homeboy and, you know, my other gay friend or whatever, right? You know, they're like, where have you been? You've been everywhere but with us. I'm like, girl, and y'all gotta cut up. Y'all want to be shy and stuff. Y'all don't want to twerk. Like, come on. So at the time, Sloppy Body or whatever, right? He doesn't care. Like, he's gonna twerk in front of everybody. Big, sloppy and all, gay, fat and all, girl, he gonna twerk in front of everybody, right? So, you know, he started twerking or whatever, right? Girl, he got on the dance floor too. Girl, they started playing that Megan Thee Stallion. Girl, they started playing Hot Girl Summer. So, you know, me, I'm the type of person where if I hear Nicki on any club, any music, anything, I'm gonna turn up. That's just who I am. So they ended up saying, who I had to be, who got a lot of ooh, who got like, girl, I'm rapping it or whatever, right? So, you know, I'm getting everybody else turned up. I'm like, ooh, like, yes, I'm singing it. I'm feeling it or whatever, right? So this is all I remember, and this is getting to the ghettoest part of the story time, y'all. I ended up leaving them again or whatever, right? Because I had to go to the bathroom or whatever, right? So I ended up, you know, going to the bathroom. Then I came back out, and I seen the girls I saw a while ago, and I made cool with, or I made friends with, or whatever, right? We exchanged Instagrams or whatever, right? And so, y'all, tell me why I was with them or whatever. It was like getting lit. They cut off all the lights or whatever, right? So the only lights that we see is the lights from the stage or whatever, right? Y'all, tell me why. After that little whole situation of me turning up with them, I remember sitting my purse down on the floor or whatever. Not on the floor, like on the chairs or whatever, because there were chairs against the wall. I set my purse there. I say this a lot. Do not ever sit your purse anywhere besides your arm, because you will lose it going to parties or clubs, girl, because I lost my items. So I remember sitting that stuff there or whatever, right? I turned up with them, and all of a sudden, it just went black. So, y'all, after I blacked out, they started, you know, sitting over here screaming. They're like, oh my God. And then, mind y'all, I need y'all to understand the context. I had a dress on, okay? So listen, I didn't realize that, you know, when I blacked out, I literally hit the floor, face first hit the floor, right? So I'm blacked out, you know, all types of gone or whatever, right? And so then that's when my dress, she rose or whatever, right? And everything else rose with it. So everything is just out, and I didn't even realize this was happening, because mind y'all, I'm gone or whatever, right? So then that's when my homeboy Roger or whatever, he comes and scoops me up or whatever, and he puts me on his back or whatever, right? Mind y'all, I'm throwing up all on him, right? I don't even remember this happening or whatever. He's telling me everything that I'm telling y'all. So he picked me up, y'all. I started throwing up on his back. He's like, Alizé, wake up, Alizé, wake up. So then I'm just gone. Like, he could tell, like, I'm gone. So he puts me in the car or whatever, right? And then he comes back in the building or whatever, right? So y'all, tell me why, you know, after, you know, he went back in the building or whatever. Tell me why Roger told me that the place got pow-powed. The place got, like, it literally got boom, 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 boom. Like, all the hood dudes, they ended up starting to fight or whatever, and they got pow, pow, pow in each other, right? So, you know, they ran back to the car or whatever, right? Mind you, I just threw up in the whole back of the car or whatever. That's what he told me, right? And I didn't even realize, like, I'm sorry if you ever see this video, girl. I threw up all over that place, girl. Don't see no shade. But it's like, girl, yes, I was gone. And so then, y'all, we ended up riding back to my house or whatever, right? And, you know, they carried me all the way up the stairs or whatever. Like, I lived in a 2-story or whatever, right? A 2-story apartment. So they carried me up all those stairs, both of them, right? And it was like, you know, they knocked on the door or whatever, right? My mama came out or whatever, right? My mom was like, what happened to my child? Then they said, your daughter, she got turned up. All my mama could do was laugh. My mama literally laughed. Like, my mother doesn't like me sitting over here, you know, doing all that type of stuff. But just the thought that her child literally got carried by her friends all the way home and is passed out. Like, girl, she was king. So they carried me all the way to my bed. They tucked me into my covers or whatever, and they ended up leaving, right? So y'all, tell me why I woke up 2 days after on the floor and throw up. I wasn't even in my bed. So I'm like, how did I get here? I'm like, what's going on? Then I realized, where's my stuff? So like, I'm telling my mom, I'm like, mama, where is my stuff? Where is my stuff? Like, I'm missing my phone. I need my phone. Where is my phone? So then, y'all, tell me why. Thinking about this story time is crazy because everybody was in my views, literally. So y'all, tell me why. They literally, like, you know, my mama's calling, you know, she's calling my phone or whatever, right? So somebody answered my phone, right? So then, you know, she's like, oh, this is my baby's phone. You know, I'm trying to get my baby's phone or whatever. She's like, is this the girl who was, She's like, yeah, this her mother. She's like, oh my God, she was so turned up. Is she safe? And, you know, my mama's keying on the phone or whatever, right? And then she's like, yeah, I'm going to come and get the stuff or whatever, right? So then, y'all, my mama got my phone and she got my purse. But y'all, tell me why I ended up losing all my other stuff. I lost my other iPhone. I had like 2 iPhones I carried with me, but I lost the other one. I had my main one that's, you know, which one is it? It's the XR. This is the 11, but you know, I had the other phone or whatever, right? So y'all, she ended up coming back or whatever. I ended up getting the belongings, most of them or whatever, right? And so I got on Instagram, right? Tell me why I had 1,000 views on my Instagram story. I'm like, I never had views like these. The most views I've ever gotten on Instagram, like on my story, on my like main account, is literally like, I say 400 views. I'm looking through the views. It's people who don't even follow me, but it's everybody in my city. So I'm like, what happened? So then I posted on my Instagram. I'm like, y'all, tell me what happened. Like, I need to know why everybody in my views or whatever. And I took a little screenshot. I'm like, what is going on here? So then everybody started replying. They're like, Alize, you flashed everybody. What? I what? All I could do is scream. I was like, oh my God. And mind you, I'm still feeling the residue, like the, you know, gulping residue all throughout my skin or whatever, right? So then, you know, my homegirl's telling me like, Alize, like you on the T pages, like what is going on? You did not need to get that turn. I'm like, girl, I didn't know my limit. I didn't know that could happen to you doing all that type of stuff, right? So y'all, after that little, you know, situation happened or whatever, right? You know, I ended up eating me some McDonald's or whatever, right? And I ate me a Big Mac or whatever, girl. That thing was so good, but it was disgusting too because I ended up throwing it back up or whatever, right? But it was still good, girl. You know, that night happened, and that was my first time ever getting blacked out, you know, gulping. Like, girl, I had the time of my life. But if you guys enjoyed this cute little story time or whatever, I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe, and share or post on your story. I have an Instagram. You already know. Get up into the ghetto-ness or whatever. But I love you guys. Stream Nicki Minaj. You know I have to post another story time for y'all. I'm going to be consistent, girl, because it's time to show up and show out on myself. But I love you guys. Stream Nicki Minaj. I gotta go. I hope y'all enjoy. Bye, loves.